Hey y'all, are you ready for your next caregiver challenge? I hope so, because here it is. It's coming at you right now. All right, so here's what we're doing. We're going to go on a scavenger hunt in the training center for 3 common household items that directly can impact the safety and the independence of folks who have Parkinson's disease. So this is essential stuff to know if you're a caregiver for someone with Parkinson's disease. I'm going to give you a little hint right now.
Disclaimer alert, keep watching, it'll be over soon.
It is not that paper crane hanging from the ceiling. Just FYI, I kind of wish it was. That would be cool if I had some kind of rule to go along with that. No, that's just, my kids just made paper cranes to decorate the ceiling in here because they're great and they love me and I love them because, you know, they're my children. Anyway, but I digress. All right, let's get to it. We're gonna take a look around the room, and first we're just kind of gonna just go. I couldn't talk there for a second, sorry. We're just gonna go through a bunch of the stuff in the room, and I will be, I think, mostly quiet. I don't know, I'm not really good at that, but we'll go through some stuff. I'll let you guys start putting some ideas in your noggins about what those 3 common household items might be. Okay, here we go, let's get started. So over here, let's see, we've got more arts and crafts. We've got a pencil. We've got some chew toys for the higher standards hound. A fair amount of hand sanitizer. My goodness gracious. Got a rollator there. All folded up nice and neat. Some hooks to hang coats on. Little light bulb up there. I don't know why there's a light bulb up there, but I mean, I don't know. Okay. Door, mirror. What could it be? What could it be? We've got some anatomy and physiology posters there. Don't know how common those are in households. I don't know though, who knows? Maybe you are a therapist or you're married to a therapist and you just have this kind of stuff hanging around. There was one point, I won't lie, early on when I very first started doing the caregiver training, when these were in my bedroom. My husband is an angel. It's not the kind of decor that he was anticipating, but he lived with it for a while. He hung in there, so thanks, sweetie. Okay, all right, so let's see. We've got, the wheelchair footrests are off here. We've got a sliding board, a drop arm bedside commode. Again, I don't know how common any of those items are, but okay, lamp, strong contender. Again, Spencer, the spinal column, probably not a household item. Got a penny there, you know, just loose change out and about. Cane, maybe cane's probably the most common of all of this medical equipment. I don't know. Let's see. Obviously, we've got a wheelchair. We've got, I don't know if you have a grappling dummy or not, but again, to each their own. Let's see. We've got, it's kind of a mess in here. I'm sorry, guys. Some various kind of urine collection bags, catheters here. I thought, oh yeah, there is another one. Oh, there's a little leg bag there. I'm gonna do something featuring one of these bad boys coming up here, because who doesn't love a good YouTube video with a urine collection bag? I don't know, got me on that one. Okay, but here we keep going. We've got a bedpan, got some pillows. You know, never underestimate the power of pillows, people. A little nightstand, some Kleenex there, or some tissues. I don't know. It's a synecdoche. Let's see. Got a little cactus. That would be interesting if it were important in Parkinson's care. Of course, we've got a couch here. We've got some blankets for higher standards hound, a little coffee table with a laptop. We got rugs. Let's go check out the bathroom. Okay, all right. Toilet, tub transfer bench. Let's see, we got, that doesn't look too great. You never really understand how things look until you see them on video and you're about to post it on the internet. Nonetheless, there we have a regular handle on a door. Got some little closet in here. Okay. Shampoo, conditioner, regular old, pretty standard walk-in shower with the tub transfer bench. We've got trash can, toilet bowl cleaner, sink, soap, all the standard stuff in here. Not too exciting as far as bathrooms go, but you never know. I mean, the whole point of this is that this is going to be 3 totally common, normal household items that have an impact on someone who has Parkinson's disease. So it could be any of these things. I am excited. I want to know what you're thinking as we're going through this. I want to know, what are you thinking? What could they be? Are they beneficial? Are they problematic? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, anything under the bed here? I probably should have checked for dust bunnies beforehand, but let's see. No, I don't. Just my shoes. Just shoes for an extra. I mean, you never can have too many shoes, I guess. Those are actually the shoes that I wear that I slip on for transfer training. Yeah. Okay. So you got window shades right here. Could be those. Seem pretty standard. Hopefully I didn't blind anyone right there. Let's put those back down. Window shades? I don't know. What could it be? What could it be? Okay, that's pretty much it. Training center's not a big place. So take a second now, write it down, or gather in a list in your head the 3 common household items in here that can actually make a huge impact on the independence and safety and functioning of someone with Parkinson's disease. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, are you ready? Let's start with item number 1, and it is the humble penny. Now, you can use items other than a penny for what I'm about to show you. However, this is a really common tool that occupational therapists often recommend to help with mobility in folks with Parkinson's disease. They're handy. Most of us have a penny or 2, or like a jar of them around the house. They're inexpensive. They're only worth a penny, and in general, we don't use them very much for anything else. So they're handy little objects if you lose them or if you don't want to pick them up or anything like that. So let's talk a little bit though about why this trick that I'm going to show you with the penny works. So at its heart, Parkinson's disease is a disconnect between our motor system and our sensory system. And that means it can be really difficult for folks who have Parkinson's disease to tell how large or how small they're moving. That's one of the reasons why often you'll see folks with Parkinson's disease, their movements getting smaller and smaller, voices getting softer and softer, handwriting getting smaller and smaller. They're not able to tell because they're not getting good feedback from their sensory system that their movements are changing or getting smaller. Folks with Parkinson's disease also have trouble initiating movement or starting movement and stopping movement. So that can be a really big issue when it comes to being able to get around safely. And so we can use the penny actually to help when someone gets stuck or frozen during movement. there are some specific scenarios where this tends to happen, and so I'm going to show you actually in the bathroom. I'm going to show you sort of like a common scenario where someone with Parkinson's disease might get stuck or frozen, and how you can use this humble little penny to help get them unstuck or unfrozen. Okay, so here we are outside the bathroom. What I really want you to notice though is the door frame. When you have to go through a door to get from one room to another, you have to pass through some sort of more narrow entrance. That's part of like the definition of a doorway, right? What can happen though for folks who have Parkinson's disease is when they approach these areas where the walking space is narrowed, or there's just not a whole lot of space to move around in, they can get stuck and freeze up. So this is actually really common in doorways, and we can use this penny in order to help solve the problem. Okay, so kind of recording from the perspective of someone who has Parkinson's disease, approaching this doorway and kind of getting to the part where I'm stuck between the two sides of the door frame. And so it's pretty common for someone with Parkinson's disease to maybe get stuck in this situation. It can be really challenging to get someone unfrozen who is frozen in Parkinson's disease. However, if you can give them a cue to step forward towards on the ground, then that can then help them to kind of break that cycle and actually get unfrozen. I'm going to show you again from a different shot so that you can see more what it looks like, not just from the viewpoint of the person who has Parkinson's disease stepping through the door. Okay, I'm aware that you can't see my head right now, but I wanted you to see sort of a perspective where you could actually see the floor for something like this, so you can see more the role that the penny is playing here. So again, if I'm someone with Parkinson's disease and I approach the door here and I'm now in this narrow space and I might get stuck or frozen. So something that the caregiver could then do to help, and of course I should say I might very well have a rollator or some other assistive walking device with me here if I had Parkinson's disease, but I want this to be clear so y'all can really see what's going on. So maybe the caregiver who's with me, if I need a caregiver, has a penny in their pocket and they can take it out, drop it on the floor. That then gives me a visual cue that I can actually look at and step towards in order to break that cycle of being frozen. Definitely keep in mind, if you are using a penny in order to help someone with Parkinson's disease be more mobile, then absolutely you want to make sure that it is safe for you to bend over and pick that penny up. We don't want any falls with people going to pick up the humble little penny. That said though, that is strategy number one, the humble, lowly penny. It's worth more than you thought. Okay, so I hate to do this to you, but I am running out of time actually to film the second two common household items that you can use to help folks with Parkinson's disease be more independent and safe, because I've got to go prep for a couple of live trainings that I have here. That said, I will be back next week with the second two common household items that are absolutely essential for caregivers to know about in order to help in order to help make caring for someone with Parkinson's disease safer and easier for everyone. So if you liked this content, please make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're sharing it with anyone that you think could benefit. Make sure that you're following me so that you can keep watching all the new content as it comes out for you. And until next week, I'll see you then. Take care.